Turkey and Saudi Arabia are looking to boost their economic ties and increase bilateral investment following a visit to Ankara by the kingdom's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Bilateral trade has slumped in recent years as the kingdom curtailed imports of Turkish goods. Businesses are now hoping for a rebound. Construction, refined fuel and chemical companies, along with manufacturers of textiles and furniture, would be among the biggest beneficiaries. A deal to establish a currency swap agreement between the Turkish lira and Saudi riyal would also bump up investment flows between Ankara and Riyadh.
A delegation of 35 representatives from Saudi Arabia's leading companies joined Prince Salman during his visit to Turkey. We had a chance to talk about making up for the past and finding ways to take our relations even further. The content of the visit and the warmth of the messages were very important. Normally, we bring up projects of Saudi Arabia and say that we want to get a share from them, but now they made an offer before we even said it. We have a number of projects worth billions of dollars. We know the success of your construction companies. We also know the work they have done in Saudi Arabia before. We are ready to do this together again, they said. The message given was very important at this point.
For more on this now, let's go to Taha Arvas, who is Bogazici University Adjunct Professor of Finance. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Taha, what can we expect from this rapprochement, really? I mean, a full normalization of the ties or the beginning of a new era?
Well, I think we are currently globally in the midst of a new era. So going back to how it was before is not going to happen for any relationship, for any bilateral relationship. We are in the midst of this global interest rate hike regime, or the post-pandemic era. And so everything is going to change, and so are relationships between countries like Turkey and Saudi Arabia.
Speaking about investments, I mean, how can Saudi's support concretely help Turkey's economy?
Well, in the piece there, you had mention of essentially the previously de facto embargo on Turkish goods. And what Turkey really needs is for companies, Turkish companies doing business in the Arabian Peninsula, to be able to do so freely. So the best alternative, the best path forward would be some sort of free trade agreement between Turkey and these other countries, including Saudi Arabia. In that respect, I think business would boom and would be great for both regions, for both countries. So that's really where we need to go here in the near future.
Right, so free trade agreement, and I think the hope as well is for at least $3 billion of investment projects that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia essentially committed to in recent years to be unblocked. Where would this money be spent? What areas of the Turkish economy?
The investment of Saudi Arabia in Turkey, while important, I think personally, my personal view, is not as important as Turkey's ability to trade freely in Saudi Arabia, and frankly, for Saudi Arabia to trade in Turkey. The increase of trade will be far more important than any foreign direct investment that Saudi Arabia would be making in the near term, it appears. So right. I think if the focus is on that, I think Turkey will do well.
Right, so there's also been negotiations on a possible currency swap line to restore Turkey's foreign reserves. Where do we stand on that?
That's something I've heard about. There have been rumors about that for a long time. But more importantly, what the most important thing that attracted my attention was after the Crown Prince left Turkey, the Minister of Investment and the Minister for Trade stayed behind. Normally, in any high-level meeting, the president or the king or the head of state, whoever it is, leaves with his entire cabinet. But that didn't happen this time. And I think that really shows how serious Saudi Arabia and Turkey are now in moving forward. So even though such a swap line has been rumored for a long time, I think even much more important and much more effective than that would have been is this new burgeoning trade relations between the two countries.
Right, defense, energy, and tourism were really under the spotlight during the talks. So can you explain to us how cooperation can be improved in these areas and really break it down?
Sure. So one of the things that Turkey has done successfully in the past 2 decades is develop domestic defense companies, and have through various means really enable companies in Turkey who are really high tech leaders in their field to burgeon and to do much better, and that has happened. Turkey has moved away largely from imports of defense goods, let's say, and so Saudi Arabia can do something similarly. Turkey can either help them build up their own defense industries and emulate Turkey's success, or they can help. They can work together in doing that. Energy, similarly, you heard Turkey has done a great job at increasing its own sustainable energy projects, and tourism. Just until very recently, Saudi Arabians couldn't visit Turkey, and that's something that's just changed in this week alone. So with that, and Saudi Arabia itself is liberalizing its tourism sector. So with these new steps, I think trade will increase between both countries immensely, and we'll soon see the fruits of those labor in the near future.
Right, Taha Arvas, thank you for your analysis.
My pleasure.